Hey Mets fans, welcome back to the channel, and today we are discussing the San Diego Padres and the blockbuster moves they have been doing over the past 24 hours, truly shaking the baseball world, and why us as Mets fans and just baseball fans overall need to be giving significant acknowledgement and keeping an eye on what the Padres are doing, because of Uncle Stevie Cohen in particular has stated just how impressive it has been what the Padres have been doing, and we can get a good idea as to the type of playbook that the Mets are looking to address with their regime going forward, and how they made significant acknowledgement of the Padres in doing so, and how they are taking the proper steps going forward as a young team on the rise. So as always guys, make sure you stay all the way until the end of the video for all the deets and all my thoughts on the Padres, Uncle Stevie Cohen, the connection there, and everything there is for us to know for us Mets fans going into the remainder of the 2020 MLB offseason. And if you guys end up enjoying this kind of Mets content and want to see more great Mets content like this going forward, please make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, put on the notification bell, share this video with your friends. It would really mean a lot. But without further ado guys, let's get right into this video. Alright guys, we just need to take a moment to seriously admire what the San Diego Padres are doing. And overnight, in just 24 hours, not even fully, they decided to land Blake Snell, the nasty and absolutely nasty left-handed starting pitcher that was pulled in the World Series, as we know, short, and everything happened there with the Tampa Bay Rays, and a blockbuster deal last night regarding a lot of prospects in between going the Rays' way. And then today they signed one of the players that we touched on here in the channel just a couple days ago that the Mets were showing interest in, and arguably the top international free agent is set to hit the MLB, and infielder Ha-Seong, the 25-year-old, signs with the Padres as well. And now we have another blockbuster to add to that rotation, another guy that we touched on here on the channel just a couple days ago that was put on the market, and I did not expect him to be dealt, let alone this soon, that being in Darvish in a 7-player trade, I believe, at the time of recording this. Like, are you kidding me? That's absolutely insane, but the Padres are going all in, so kudos to them. Give credit where credit is due, right? So now we have to make acknowledgement here and explain why this is so significant for us as Mets fans and baseball fans overall. Let's take into account a guy like Steve Cohen right here, our owner, right? He comes out and states and gives and he is not sugarcoating this at all, courtesy of Anthony DiComo for saying that in particular. But if you read this here, hey, give the Padres credit. They had a top 5 farm system that gave them flexibility to trade for Snell. Newsflash, the Mets farm system needs to be replenished. I love that. That is absolutely what I would be looking for as a Mets fan. Getting that security, knowing that the Mets are not going to be dealing their farm for the most part, at least. Do I think blockbusters can still happen with the Mets? Of course I do. I think that they're still very well in it with certain names, as long as they know that they don't have to give up their top prospects. If they had to give up maybe a prospect or two in the latter half of their pool, along with mostly being, talent currently on the roster that they have a plethora of when it comes to certain positions, more platoon guys that are young and controllable. We all know them. We touch on all of them in video, and I'm going to be discussing this as a hypothetical tomorrow, more so as to which blockbuster trade would make more sense for the Mets going forward in regards to the 2 most coveted guys on the trade market. We all know who that is, so stay tuned for that, guys. But now we know for the most part that the Mets do in fact go with a blockbuster. It's probably not going to be with the Brett Beattys of the world, the Matthew Allens of the world, the Armstrongs of the world. They're probably not going to be prying away with those key guys. We all know the story with Jared Kelenic. It still crushes us Mets fans even with this new regime, because it hurts them as well. Alderson and Steve Cohen can attest to that by basically giving every shot known to man without being completely direct in their discussion regarding Kelenic and that trade. But this is great for us Mets fans to see our owner and Uncle Stevie Cohen come out and make this statement, knowing that they're going to be highly prioritizing the farm system, and knowing that this is the type of direction, the type of system, if you will, awfully similar that the Mets plan to go down. It's going to be their own system. It's not going to be the same as the Padres. Hopefully it's going to be better, but these things do not happen overnight. So for all you impatient Mets fans out there possibly watching this, trust me, patience is a virtue. I truly believe that all good things come to those who wait, and I get it. I know a lot of Mets fans are like, I've been waiting for 20 plus years. What do you mean? I perfectly understand that. I really do, but I'm just here to tell you, to try to calm you down, that trust me, this is going to be a phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal, offseason for the New York Mets, between free agency and signing multiple guys. The Mets are going to be addressing every single hole in their lineup, I assure you that. It's not going to be one big name. They're going to do everything they possibly can, given the money that they're currently working with, which probably is around a lot of money. If I had to guess, they're probably around $66 million currently until they hit the $150 luxury tax. And that's assuming that they end things at the $150 luxury tax. If they push to $200, that's a different story. Then they have upwards of close to 90 to 100 plus mil that they're still working with. If that's the case, then sky's the limit with this Mets team. But we know this by now. That gives them flexibility between the trade market and free agency. So guys, I love this for Steve Cohen. I love the fact that he stated this, that he's really giving kudos and giving heavy acknowledgement to the Padres and showing that this is a great system. This is why you build a farm, to give yourself long-term success. We know the Padres have been in a rebuild for a while, really have been, you know, mediocre to say the least for quite some time now, awfully similar to the Mets, but they've at least been building their farm and making some huge signings in free agency in the years past between guys like Eric Hosmer and Manny Machado, among others. Now that they have this phenomenal rotation that's going to be disgusting in 2022, especially when Clevenger is back from his Tommy John surgery. So look out, guys. When it comes to the Padres, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the NL, and it's really going to put a fire under Steve Cohen, Sandy Alderson, Jared Porter, and the Zach Scott regime, and really rounding things out, making this team as good as humanly possible, not just for the short term, but the long term. Consecutive, consistent success for this New York Mets organization and for us fans, and I simply can't wait. So guys, let me know your thoughts and comments below. How do you feel about the Padres here and Steve Cohen's statement regarding the Padres, and knowing that this is definitely a great direction to go down? Do you think the Mets are really going to hold off, not getting rid of anyone in the farm, or do you think that they very well still could, depending on the trade that comes their way? But overall, let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, and thank you all so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this kind of Mets content and want to see more great Mets content like this, please make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, hit like already, and put on the notification bell, and share this video with friends. All those great things would really mean a lot, guys. And stay tuned. Tomorrow I will be having another video out regarding the two biggest names in the trade market that we already touched on here in the channel, and which guys seems more likely to end up in Queens, or more sensible at least. And also stay tuned. Around 6:45 or 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, I'll be doing my first live stream here on the channel, breaking down the New York Mets and their approach to 2020 MLB free agency. I'll be doing a Q&A breaking down the players that are still available. Are the Mets going to still get Springer, Sugano, Bauer, all these names? Which guys make most sense for the Mets as of right now? Will it happen? And I want to know Q&A. I want to do a Q&A with you guys. You guys asking me questions about free agency. I talk to all of you. I want to build this community great that's already been growing with other fellow Mets channels, and I've really been appreciating all of it. But I want to see how far this thing can take us, because it is just a beginning here on the channel, and I'm so excited for tomorrow's video and the live stream. I've been wanting to stream for a while, and now the opportunity has finally presented itself. So I'm really pumped. I hope you guys are too, and make sure to let me know in the comments below. Also, if you will be at tomorrow's live stream, I hope to see you there. Trust me, you will not regret it. Trust me, this is only the beginning, not just for the New York Mets and their future, but here on the channel. So thank you all again, guys. Hit like and subscribe, all those great things, and I'll talk to you again real soon.